Welcome back to another incredible episode of Unapologetically Shaun, where we talk about everything that has to do with our mind, body, and soul, a splash of pop culture, and any and everything that I like to talk about. So if you are interested in feeding your soul with this incredible message, please stay tuned. And also remember, you can listen to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Anchor, which is now Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, and of course on my YouTube channel twice a month on Wednesdays. So make sure you go and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when I drop a incredible episode. All right, let's get into today's episode. Hey, welcome back to another incredible episode of Unapologetically Shaun. So, it is episode 4. Remember, it's season 4, episode 4. And the title of today's episode is Never Too Late to Start Over. And this will be posted on Wednesday, February 28th. This year is a leap year, but normally the 28th is the last day of February. So the 29th this year is the last day of February, last day of Black History Month. I hope you have celebrated Black History Month. If you haven't, do something to celebrate our ancestors and all the things that they have done for us, that they have invented, that the many paths that they created for each and every one of us. We want to thank them. Alright, so since today's title is Never Too Late to Start Over, I really want to talk about because I think I mentioned a little bit in the very first episode of this season about me going back to school. So I wanted to talk more about that because I am closer to graduating than the first episode, but I do graduate in April, so yay. I won't be like totally done with school, but I'll be graduating in April, so I'm very proud of myself. I am 31. I will be 32 this year, so my life is everything about this topic, because it's never too late to start over, and you should never be afraid to start over. That's one thing that I like to tell people. Never be ashamed that you have not met every goal that you think you're supposed to meet at these ages that you think you're supposed to meet these goals, because we are all on our own individual timeline. We don't have to have all these things accomplished in our 20s. Our 20s is really the time where we are supposed to be growing and learning ourselves, even though some of us kind of did things quicker than others. It doesn't mean that just because you didn't get married or you didn't have children in your 20s and you didn't buy a house that it will never happen for you. It's whenever it's supposed to happen for you, it'll happen for you. It's all in God's timing. I'm going to always say that. It's all in God's timing for your life. Your story is written already. Your story is different than the next person. So, again, don't compare your life to anybody else's. So, let's just talk about me starting school over. And I talked about how, I was in the mortgage industry and I did have a career in my 20s and had to start all over and go back to school. I told myself I would never, ever go back to school. And here I am in my 30s back at school. But am I ashamed? Absolutely not. I feel like I'm more focused now. I'm getting way better grades now than I ever did before. And I think it's because I'm investing my own money. That's another thing. And I'm older. I have more responsibilities. Even though I had responsibilities then. I had children then. But when I initially went into school, I didn't have no children. I didn't have no responsibility. I didn't even really want to go to school when I first went into college. Like, I only went because that was something my mama wanted me to do. It wasn't because I wanted to do it. But now that I'm in my 30s and I have more responsibilities, of course I'm going to be more focused and invested in actually learning it. And sometimes I be like, I wish I would have just stayed focused before. That way, 5 years ago, I would have been done. I could have had my CPA license. I could have been doing a whole lot of other stuff. But hey, that was not the right time for me to do that. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I still really don't know. I mean, I know what I want to do. But, I'm just trying to develop new skill sets to help me create new streams of income for myself. Anyways, because I enjoy doing content creation. That is really what I want to do. But learning about business, learning about accounting will help me in every venture that I do, because I will know the business side of everything, so I don't get played. So that's the good thing about learning, going back to school for my accounting degree and my business degree, because this will help me in my business in general. So anyways, let's get back to never being too late to start over. Because one example of a person that I always think of is Vera Wang. She did not pop off until she was like 40. So that's one person I think of. I'm like, everybody think that they have to have everything accomplished before they're 30. And sometimes you might not have everything accomplished until later on in your life. So you should never compare your story or your journey to the next person, because what God has for you is for you. And so that's why I always look at her and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to wait until God say go and let me know, okay, it's time for you to do this. Or, hey, I'm going to remove you from this situation, and it's just time to isolate yourself and wait. So it's nothing wrong with starting all over, because, sometimes when you start over in a new season, you have more wisdom. You are more responsible. You are more aware of what you're supposed to be doing in life. So I think that the older you are, the wiser you are. Not everybody, but that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be learning and growing as you get older. But again, the older and the wiser you become, you'll be able to achieve a lot more things, And so that's why I say, never too late to start over. Never too late. Stay off that imaginary timeline, because it will get you nowhere, okay? It will get you nowhere. You will continue to doubt yourself. You will continue to compare yourself if you continue to live on that imaginary timeline. Everybody don't have to achieve the same stuff at the same time. It's not meant like that. Your story is written for you, and everybody on a different chapter in their life. So don't compare it. And then plus, most of the time, people are faking the funk anyway, okay? They ain't even living their life that they showing on the internet. So please do not think that your life is not moving, or you're not moving because you see somebody else that doing something that you think that they doing. Most of the time they lying, okay? A lot of people be lying. So don't even think that your life is not great, because it is great. Whatever stage of life you're in, it's still great. You're still moving forward. You're still moving forward. You're still growing. You're still learning. Every day that God gives you the breath in your body to start over, you're able to be bigger and better each and every day He gives you life. So I just want y'all to know that age is irrelevant. You don't even have to count your age, for real. One person that didn't count their age was Prince. He stopped celebrating birthdays, because technically he was right. Like, we only have one birthday. We were only born one day. So we're just celebrating the day we were born. So technically, you don't even have to keep counting age. That's one thing I learned from him. I'm like, he's so right. And he still looked good and young when he was here. Like, because age was irrelevant. That's what I'm saying. Age is irrelevant. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you are in life, you can start over. It don't matter. 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. If you want to do something, do it. Don't ever be afraid to start over and do something new. You don't have to do what everybody tells you have to do. If it's something that you want to do in this life, you do it. What Nike say, just do it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Don't let nobody tell you look crazy because you're doing it. If you wanna be an 80-year-old rapper, be that. Who business is that? Yours. So don't let nobody tell you can't do something because you're quote unquote too old. Age is and time is an illusion, okay? So don't ever let anyone tell you you're too old to do anything, because you're not. You're not. If you wanna be an artist, you can be an artist at any age. You want to go climb a mountain? Go do it. Like, don't let anyone stop you from being great. And that's the whole point of this podcast today, is never be ashamed to start over. Because we're going to always start over in our lives, in different stages of our lives. We're going to continue to start over. Okay? And we just have to be grateful that we can start over, that God gave us the opportunity to start over and to grow and to learn and to be better. So just look at it as a new beginning, as a time to grow and become the best version of yourself. So starting over is always great, because you can always become a better person. That's what I'm looking at it as. It's no shame in my game starting over. And age doesn't matter because it's irrelevant. And, I'm going to continue to do what I want to do because I want to do it. I don't care what anybody else got to say, And I feel like with age, I've learned that you learn to not give a F, okay? I don't curse, but you know what I mean. You learn to give 0 Fs, okay? You don't care what other people think about you or your decisions, because it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant of their opinion. And most of the time, when we think that people care, they don't. They're worried about their own situations. They're not worried about you. So that's a message I want you to take from this podcast episode too, is don't think everybody is worried about what's going on in your life, because they're focused on what's going on in their life. They really don't care. Only time people care is when you make it blatantly obvious that there's something going on. But most of the time, people are not paying attention like that. We just overthinkers and thinking that people care, and when they really don't. They got their own stuff, okay? So I always want y'all to know that. Don't think everybody is worried about what's going on or even judging you, because most of the time you just overthinking it and creating these scenarios in your head that somebody is worried about what you're doing when they really aren't. They're not even paying attention. So just think about it like that. Like, these people is not worried about me or what I'm doing. So that's what I want you to do. Start giving 0 Fs, okay? Stop caring and start over, because you want to start over and do something new. You want to be somebody else. Be that. Be it, okay? All right. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. School has been going good. I'm graduating soon. I'm proud of myself because this is a new accomplishment for myself. And, you have to celebrate every win in your life. No matter big or small, you have to celebrate your wins. And this is a big win for me because I'm almost at the finish line. So I'm very proud of myself, and I'm going to continue to grow and continue to, and I'm going to get back to my business too, and other businesses too. I'm going to start new businesses and continue to write more books, because I have been working on a book for probably about a year or so, and I actually need to get back to it and actually finish it and get it published. I'm really trying to do that. Probably sometime this year, but I need to finish it. But yeah, I just want to continue to grow, continue to be me, and that's what I want y'all to do. Remember, we're gonna wrap this up, and I just want you to know, remember to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Anchor is Spotify still. They just Spotify. You can follow me on there as well. Anywhere that you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to me. And I'm also on Audible. I'm very proud about that. So go check me out. And also on my YouTube channel on Wednesdays, 2 times a month. It's gonna be at midnight on Wednesdays. And my YouTube channel is Life with Shaun. So go follow me, go subscribe, and follow me on my social media platform too. I don't really be on Instagram, but if you want to follow me on there, you can. What is my YouTube? What is my? See, I don't be on Instagram no more. I think it's natural. It's me. Something like that. Anyway. And my TikTok is Evolution of Shaun. So go check me out on TikTok. And that is it. And that is all. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week, a blessed night, and a blessed evening, or a blessed year, or whenever you listen to this. Just be blessed. All right. Bye.